Appreciate everybody being here. We excited about starting out the conference 1-0. Talked to the kids about how important it was to get off to a 1-0 start. Felt like our team played very hard. We're well prepared with a good game plan and executed that game plan very well. Felt like we were physical up front on both sides of the ball. Offensively, great job calling plays by Coach Rudolph. Communication from the press box, from Coaches Celta down to the sideline on a lot of the things that they were doing coverage-wise that enabled us to get in the right play, in the right pass route, to have open receivers, to take advantage of what coverages they were giving us. They were a little different in our ball game than what they had been previously. So it was a good job by the coaching staff to get us in the right plays. Tyler Beatty, great job of throwing the football. Was very much on target. Showed a little bit of he's getting his speed back. Felt good on his knee. Had a couple scrambles for first downs. To have 5 touchdown passes, that's big. And thought he played very well. Of course, our receivers continue to impress with Simi. We gave Simi the game ball for breaking Felton Huggins' record of touchdown receptions. Corey Theodore, a couple nice catches, and Brandon Collins again. Every week we try to get him more and more involved as he gets more comfortable with the offense. And good job by our offensive line, and running backs picking up the blitzes that they were bringing, giving us time to throw the football. Defensively, they came into the game averaging over 200 yards a game rushing. I was concerned about that, concerned about their tight ends, how physical their tight ends were. And we really had success up front with our front 4 against the run. Mark Newbill and Ryan Godare played well. They were a little banged up, not 100%, but they played well. And Tommy Connors and Curtis Strong adding in on the run to hold them to 80 yards rushing was impressive to me, because they are a good rushing football team. We've got to take care of the football better on those interceptions. Trying to pitch the ball back on that one and then getting another one stripped out. We've got to take care of those footballs in those situations. Kicking game-wise, I thought Seth Sebastian did well, 7 for 7 on extra points, and hopefully get a little confidence back. And Bo was like the Bo of old. He would pin down 4 times inside the 20 on punts. So I think we took advantage of some things that we saw with their deep snapper as he was having some difficulty protecting in their protection. Some alignments we gave them with our punt block team created a couple problems with some bad snaps, which caused one a 7-yard punt and one we tackled the guy on the 9-yard line. So the 2 touchdowns that were pretty easy for us there. Sam Houston State, it'll be a big crowd over there for them. They've only had one home game. That one home game they had 10,000 people. Now this is their homecoming. They've won 3 in a row. They will have a big crowd and they'll be jacked up. It's supposed to be 82 degrees and 0 chance of rain for a 2 o'clock kickoff, so they will have a big crowd. Coach Fritz has done a very good job. I know Willie very well. We coached together over there. He was my secondary coach, and you can see them improving each week. He's replaced a senior quarterback with a true freshman. They're playing better with a true freshman. Brian Bell, who we recruited last year, offered a scholarship to, and he decided to stay closer to home there in Huntsville. And he's playing very well. They've got the transfer running back from Kansas State, Tim Flanders, who is very, very explosive. He's leading the conference in rushing right now, 112 yards a game. So we'll have our hands full stopping their run game, because that guy, you better get 2 or 3 hats on him, because he can really go. They've got a transfer wide receiver by the name of Patterson from Central Missouri, who is their go-to guy throwing the football. He's tall, big jumper, reminds me of Merrick Lano kind of guy, go up and catch the high ball. We've got to do a good job covering him. And then, of course, very rarely do you ever see somebody get 12 sacks in a ball game and hold somebody under 100 yards total offense. And that's what Coach Stoker can do. You know, if you can't protect the blitz and throw routes against man-to-man coverage, you're in a heap of hurt if you're playing Coach Stoker. So, you know, they really took advantage of some things Nichols was doing last week to get 12 sacks. So we've got to protect the quarterback. We've got to be able to run the football into that. When they gang everybody up on the line, we've got to be able to run the football into that. Their kicker, a young man by the name of Miguel Antonio, may be the best kicker in the league this year. His kickoffs are into the end zone. He can kick to the left. He can kick to the right. I think he's 7 out of 8 right now on field goals. He's definitely a weapon for them. And one thing now, special teams, we're going to have to crank it up, because if there's one thing I know about Willie Fritz, they will come after you on special teams. And you look at what they've done. 2 weeks ago against Lamar, they returned a punt for a touchdown. Last week against Nichols, they blocked a punt for a touchdown. They've blocked 2 field goals. I think they're leading the conference in kickoff returns right now. So they will try to make special teams a difference in that ball game. We got to have a good week of preparing for that. We'll leave at 2 o'clock Friday and spend the night in Houston and drive that hour up there on Saturday morning. Okay? Questions?